गौरभक्तवृन्द। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौरभक्तवृन्द। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय, गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य सेवर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड श्री प्रभुपाद की। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्री प्रभुपाद की। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की, मथुरापुरी धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की, गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, भक्ति देवी की, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र मैया की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की, ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की, श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की, श्री वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane. अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजाथा सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Welcome to our continuation on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Before we proceed, today Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur's disappearance day. Vrindavan Das Thakur is Vedvyas himself, who appeared in Chaitanya Lila to participate, though not during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, but after that. He was the son of the niece of Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur's eldest brother was Nalini Pandit, who died much before, and then Narayani, the daughter of Nalini Pandit, was under the care of Srivas Thakur. And Narayani got the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when she was just 4 years old. In order to alleviate the fear in the heart of Srivas Thakur that any time the Mughals may come and attack devotees, stop Sankirtan, and even destroy his house, etc. So, in order to give him assurance, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Don't think that the king is independent. The whole world moves under my direction. So, unless I inspire him, he won't come here. And I will go personally and challenge the king that what do you think? If you think you know your religion is better and Hindus is not better, that is worst, then let us have some debate. And let your mullahs, qazis, whosoever you have, let them come and make animals recite verses from your Quran, but they won't be able to do it. And then I'll inspire the elephants, horses, camels to chant the Vedic hymns. They will repeat after me. And if you don't believe, then just see. And then he told Narayani, chant name of Krishna and cry in ecstasy. Immediately Narayani, small girl, 4 years old, she started chanting Krishna, 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 Krishna. Tears were profusely coming from her eyes. She started rolling on the ground, her body was trembling. So much ecstasy, unbearable, means unimaginable ecstasy. Then somehow devotees consoled her, captured her, and pacified her. So Srivas was convinced, yes, my lord, I believe in your words that you will give full protection to your devotees. Sankirtan movement won't be stopped. And quite often, it seems Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did give his mercy to Narayani. He would give his remnants to her. Small girl got so much mercy. Eventually, when she came to of age, then she was married, she was Thakur, to one person in Mudrum Dweep, current Mamgachi village. But then, when she was pregnant, the husband died. Then Vasudev Datta, who was the neighbor for Narayani, he gave her some household work and he was taking care of her like daughter. Eventually, she gave birth to a child who is none other than Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur, Vyasdev in Chaitanya Lila. He grew up as a small child in Mudrumdvip area only. But then, when he was around 4 years old, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and left for Jagannath Puri Dham. He could not have association of the Lord. When he came to youthful days, he very much wanted to take initiation from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But then, by that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left for Golok Vrindavan Dham. So he was quite morose that I could not get mercy of Sri Lord, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So then Nityananda Prabhu came there to Mudrum Dweep. Nityananda Prabhu gave all his mercy, accepted him as his disciple, gave him teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, some pastimes, etc. So eventually, when Janva Mataji was the head of all the Vaishnava community, and they were going for the first Gaur Purnima festival to be celebrated in Keturi Gram under the guidance of Narottam Das Thakur Mahasaya, Srinivas Acharya, and also Shamanand Pandit. So that time, Mother Janva took Vrindavan Das Thakur with her, and with her all other associates to Keturi Gram. He participated over there. Then eventually devotees asked Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur that why don't you write the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Because we have heard of Nityanpur and so many others. It will be a great asset. Then Vrindavan Das Thakur agreed and he wrote Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, which was then named as Sri Chaitanya Mangal. But eventually, when Srila Lochan Das Thakur wrote his book on Chaitanya Lila, he named it as Chaitanya Mangal, Sri Chaitanya Mangal. Now, two Sri Chaitanya Mangal will cause confusion. Then Vaishnavas were thinking what to do. Then they thought, because Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur is none other than Ved Vyas, who wrote Srimad Bhagavatam, so why not name his book on Chaitanya Lila as Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat? So they changed Sri Chaitanya Mangala of Vrindavan Das Thakur, that title, to Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. And in Chaitanya Bhagavat, such amazing pastimes are there of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Particularly focuses a lot of details of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Balya-lila. First 17 chapters within Adi Khanda are very extensively dealing with Nimai's small childhood pastimes and boyhood pastimes, his scholarly uh, aptitude as the Nimai Pandit and all that, how he defeated Digvijay Pandit, etc. Very nicely. And similarly, Madhya-lila also. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Adi Khanda deals of Nimai Pandit all the way growing and going to Gaya for the Shraddha ceremony of his father, Srila Jagannath Mishra. And then he got initiated over there by Srila Ishwar Puri and returns to Sri Navadvip Dham, that is Adi Khanda. And then after that, when he's teaching to his students who ask about some root word and then he gets into talking about Krishna, then Sankirtan movement begins. And then all Nityam joins and so many things. All the way up to his sannyas is Madhya Khanda. And after sannyas, he's living for Vrindavan, but on the way going to Shantipur, Mother Shachi requested him to be in Jagannath Puri, all that. And some pastimes, some 10 pastimes are there, 10 chapters are there. Some other chapters are also there. But because lot of details of Nityam Prabhu are revealed, around 35 pastimes of Nityam Prabhu are there in Chaitanya Bhagavat. And also Balya-lila is quite elaborately discussed. So then he restricts himself in Antya-lila. Post-sannyas pastimes are hardly any in Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Then that's why Srila Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami gets opportunity to elaborate on the post-sannyas pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which he describes in Madhya-lila as well as in Antya-lila of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. But Srila Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami himself glorifies Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat as well as Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur He says, Manusha rachite nare aiche grantha dhanya Vrindavana dasa mukhe vakta Shri Chaitanya. Oh, my dear brothers, a ordinary human being just can't narrate this Chaitanya Lila the way it is narrated by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Manusha rachite nare aiche grantha dhanya. Such very special literature as Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Vrindavana Das Mukhe. Though Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur is writing this literature, but actually Vakta is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. He is the narrator. Like that. And he recommends all his audience, all his readers of Chaitanya Charitamrita that please read Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. This is perfection of your life. This is amazing book. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is completely free from envy, and he appreciates Chaitanya Bhagavat of Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur like anything. And he also follows the rules of Vaishnava etiquette by not transgressing the etiquette. Maryada Vyatikraman he doesn't do. By saying all the childhood pastimes which are elaborately discussed by Sri Chaitanya, by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur in Chaitanya Bhagavat, he does not narrate them again in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Just in synopsis he gives in short. In one line, one pastime like that. In two lines, two pastimes like that. He does just, he says, because my senior Srila Vrindavan Thakur has already so extensively, so that is not here. Now five together described Panchatattva. Lord Chaitanya in five features. So let us pay our respectful obeisances to Panchatattva. First verse in Sanskrit, please repeat. Agati eka gatim natva हीनार्थाधिकसाधकम् श्रीचैतन्यं लिख्यते अस्य प्रेमभक्तिवदान्यता. Let me first offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanyam, who is the ultimate goal of life. For one, bereft of all possessions in this material world. Agatyeka gatim. Hinarthadhika sadhakam. Hina arthadhika sadhakam. And is the only meaning for one advancing in spiritual life. Thus, let me write about his magnanimous contribution of devotional service in love of God. Prema Bhakti Vadanyata. Vadanyata means magnanimity. Let me first offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the ultimate goal of life, for one, bereft of all possessions in this material world, and is the only meaning for one advancing in spiritual life. Thus, let me write about his magnanimous contribution of devotional service in love of God. So, one should be bereft of all possessions in this material world. Tom Akinchana Gocharam. You are the property, Kunti Devi says, is of the person, you are the property of the one who is materially impoverished. That does not necessarily mean that one has nothing of the world. One has in his possession, but he doesn't think it to be himself, to be his property. He thinks it's all Lord's property. Nirashir nirmamo bhutva yuddhasva vigata jvara. In third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says to Arjun that don't have any material desire. Nirashir nirmamo. Nothing is mine. So we may have like this watch is under my possession for last few years, but it is not mine. It belongs to temple. Even the clothes I wear, they are not mine. They belong to temple. And the grihasthas also, though they might have earned money, and through the money they might have been having clothes, house, car, etc. But they should not think that that belongs to them. Everything belongs to Krishna only. Like our clothes, they will not go with us. Isn't it? When a person dies, all his clothes, except the one which he is wearing, all other clothes remain in the cupboard only, in the house. Isn't it? They just remain. And next generation may use it. They may throw it also, thinking that the person is dead. Better not use dead person's clothes. What is the conception? But basically, the clothes remain here only. His house remains there only. and even his wife, children, they also don't go with him. One comes alone in this world, and one goes alone only. It is said the wife will come till the threshold of the house. Wives don't go outside the house. When the husband is dead, wife will come only up to the threshold. Then the relatives will come up to crematorium. Then the son will come up to funeral pyre to set fire to the mouth, to the tongue of the father. And the body is up to that last moment, means till the body is set on fire. Then the body will start burning. Hair, all hair will be first. This is ultimate cut, shaved head. First, material nature gives the shaved head as a gift to our dead body, and then defaced. All the skin burns, melts. So, so much powder we put on the face and ponds. That is powder. What is it? Lakme, not Lakme. Fair and Lovely. That is put. Maybe Odomos was put in the evening hours so that mosquitoes don't bite you. And oil might have been put to the hair. Coconut oil, Dabur Avla, or shampoos. And some person might have applied hair dye to put to keep to look to make it look like hair or black. All this so much application of so many ointments, cosmetics, lotions, all useless. Ultimately, the skin will be in motion. It will melt and start flowing. That's it. And nothing will remain of the skin. Some only burnt smell remains. If you have seen, have you? Because I had to uh, put the ashes and the bones of my mother and father for the in different rivers and all that. So I had that. On 13th day of my mother, I brought the bones and all the burnt bones and all that. And I put in different places in Vrindavan, Mayapur, Nasik, Godavari, and in Indrayani. Personally, I put other places I sent through Brahmachari friends. So that's what remains of the body. So one should not be attached. So only prized possession that we have is Krishna. Krishna only goes with us. So we don't have anything of this world. So, but if it is there under our care, that's why we write under the care of, in care of. Devotees even write short form of even in care of ICO. ICU is there. If you don't write ICO, then you will have to be in ICU, intensive care unit. So better in care of. I am in care of. One counselor even would write, I don't know whether he writes now, of his counselor name. In care of. His name, such and such Das, in care of such and such Das. I am under the care of my counselor. Nice understanding, isn't it? Notebook is under care of such and such Das, but such and such Das is under the care of his counselor. So very nice bhav, mood. Very humble Vaishnava, Brahmachari in our temple only. Anyway, so nothing belongs to us. But for those who don't have anything of this world, for them Krishna is there. अनाथों के नाथ है भगवान श्री कृष्ण. सनाथ जीवितम. Actually, everybody is anath only. Even if you say मेरे माता है मेरे पिता है, they will not remain. When you are 70-year-old, your parents won't be on planet Earth. Doubtful whether when you are 50 years old whether they will be on planet Earth or not. That is also doubtful. But all time our Nath is Krishna only. Those who accept subordination to Krishna, servitorship to Krishna, they become Sanath. Otherwise, everybody in the creation is Anath only. Prabhupada, while walking on the morning walk in on Juhu beach, Mr. Patel talking, etc. So Prabhupada some once actually showed, just see the street dogs because that's a beach. Hmm, next to Arabian Sea. So then so many street dogs also come for drinking water. For whatever reason they come. Some stool may be available for them, some food stuff, something. So Prabhupada said, anytime anybody may kick that dog or throw stone at that dog. And simultaneously, there were rich men coming for morning walk on Juhu beach who had their costly dogs, Alsatian dog, what? Doberman, like that. And the belt is there, and what do you call, chain is there. And the dog is also walking with all majesty along with the rich man. He's cared for. So he thinks, it is said that every dog is looking for a master. That's why we should have a dog as our hero also. Our Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written a song in which he compares himself to a dog. Sarvasva tomar charane sampiya পড়িছি তোমার ঘরে তুমি তো ঠাকুর তোমার কুকুর বলিয়া জানা মোরে তুমি তো ঠাকুর ও লর্ড ইউ আর দ্য মাস্টার তুমি তো ঠাকুর আমি তো কুকুর আই এম a dog I am your dog I am dog but I am your dog I will bark very nice song in that he says if some thieves or other people who are your enemies they come to house I'll just bark bah, bah, bah. I just drive them away like that. And if you just call me for any service, immediately I will come with all nautical. It's a pride in one sense for the dog that the master is calling for some seva. He will get service, he's subordinate only, but that's a special thing for the dog. So when a dog gets a master, he becomes very happy in life. That's a perfection of the life of a dog to get a master. This is psychology of a dog which you cannot understand. No matter how many questions you ask to dog, the dog will not tell you. But our acharyas have told. Krishna, who is the creator of the dog, and his body as well as his subtle body, he has revealed in the scriptures. His Holiness Halda Swami Maharaj gives some 4 or 5 characteristics of the dog and how a disciple should have them. He has what they call Shwan Nidra. Shwan means dog, and Nidra. He is very famous for short naps. He'll sleep very nicely by the roadside, and cut he'll get up also like that. So like that disciple should be. Cut he should be awake for the service of spiritual mass. Not that he's sleeping. And this spiritual master comes and keeps kicking, 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 and this will only turns his side. That kind of ignorant fool disciple should not be. So thus, if we are like consider ourselves to be like that, then we are fortunate. So those who don't have anything, they have Krishna. जिनका कोई नहीं, उनका कृष्ण, उनके कृष्ण है. In Marathi, I think Tukaram Maharaj says, जे कारंजले गांजले त्यासी म्हणे जो आपुले तोची साधू ओळखावा देव तेथेची जाणावा. That those who are fallen, downtrodden, completely God forsaken people, nobody wants to even look at them. Forget about speaking to them and being kind to them. So Jekar Andale Gandale Tasi Modu Japuli, the one who thinks they are my people. Tochi Sadhu Olkhava. Know him to be the real Sadhu because he's compassionate. Krishna Prem translates into 3 ways. Nameruchi, Vaishnav Seva, Jivadaya. So how much you could be compassionate to how many living entities, to what extent, that reveals how much Krishna Prem you have. So a true sadhu will accept all fallen souls and will give mercy to them, will be compassionate to them. When Jesus Christ was asked how many times we should forgive a person, 7 times, he said yes, 7 times, 70 times. And that means unlimited times. No matter how many mistakes people commit in dealing with you, you should be forgiving them. That's a sadhu. And Deva Tetheji Janava, know that that sadhu has Krishna in his heart. Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomara shakati ache. Ami to kangal, Krishna Krishna boli, dahi tava pache pache. Ohe Vaishnava Thakur, Dayar Sagar, Vedase Karuna Kari. Krishna is yours, my dear spiritual master, and you have the ability to give Krishna to others. And I am bankrupt, I don't have Krishna. So saying that Krishna, Krishna, give me Krishna, I run behind you. That is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's mood. So those who don't have anyone, for them Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there. He says, Brajendra Nandana Jai Chachi Sut Hoila Sei Balaram Hoilo Nithai Dinahin Jata Chilo Hari Name Uddharilo तार साक्षी जगाई माधाय तार साक्षी जगाई माधाय that all those who are very fallen dinahina jatachilo tara hariname uddharilo Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nityanam they delivered them by giving them holy name. And the best example of this or witnesses are Jagai and Madhai, such fallen rich. Nobody wanted to have anything with them. Most rejected fellows. But Krishna, Nityanam embraced them. In purport, Prabhupada says a person in the conditioned stage of material existence is in an atmosphere of helplessness. We are within the clutches of Maya. And we think that we are completely protected by our country. Myanmar country. Myanmar. Mark. Man can mark that he is from Myanmar. And then what happened? One earthquake. I don't know whether it was in increasing degree 4.5, 6, 7, 7.7 or something. And you saw how huge skyscraper buildings collapsed. So could country help some way? Maybe the president of the country himself, his house might have broken. Temples broke. I heard one Buddhist shrine, what they call, monastery of 200 Buddhist monks. It collapsed. All of them died. So there is no assurance of anything. ये धन यौवन पुत्र परिजन इथे की आछे पाराती तीरे कमल दल जल जीवन ठल मला भजहु हरिपद नीतिरे. Correct, no? Or we mixed two stanzas, whatever. So, ye dhana yauvan, wealth, there is no assurance. Wealth, anything can happen. Demonetization may happen. Somebody may steal it away. Anything. Ye dhana yauvan, youthful days, remain for few days. Like that. One remembers his cherished youth and now he's in middle age or old age. Oh, I was also young. When I was young, I used to run. I was the topper, what you call, best runner. I have won so many competitions. I was the first rank holder in running. Now I have to walk slowly with the help of stick, which also slips and I fall down. And old people fall down quite often, you know, in the bathroom and even on the road and all that. They slip. They don't have balance over their body. Their bodies are very fragile, weak. Several times they fall down. The one who might have stood firm with firmness, like that, or in Pailan and all that, the way he stands, or those people, those who show their body, what they call, uh, not restless, uh, restless only, okay, restless, bodybuilders, they show like that. The way they stand so firm, same man when he's 70-year-old, 80-year-old, he may not be able to stand properly. He may slip. Yadana, Yavana, Putra Parijana, Putra, sons, they are the ones who will kick you. After they are married, wife says, what nonsense, these old men at home. Drive them out, send them to old age home. Like that. I know one of my close relatives whose four sons, all graduates, working in Bombay, they kicked him out of the house, put him in old age home. Very poor condition. And he was crying. Four sons. Can you imagine? One son is there and he kicks you out. Something understandable. Two sons are there, okay, even if one mistreats, at least other may take care. Four sons, and not even one is ready to have the father, old father, at home. He's a liability. It's a burden for the sons. Put him in old age home. Monthly 2000 rupees. Accommodation and food. Everything. Yedhana Yavana Putra Parijan and all the relatives also. As long as you have money, prestige, relatives will be there. Mukunda Prabhu, when he was, uh, I think he was accused of drug peddling or something, all his relatives cut off connection with him. Nobody was calling him, coming to meet him. And suddenly one day he got a call and he picked up and said, "Who is that?" Said, "A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami." Online. Said, "Oh, Swamiji, yes. Yes, how did you remember me?" He was so happy. Nobody in the world, all my relatives, they cut off connection with me. But Swamiji is so amazing. Chamsundar Prabhu, he said, "Prabhupada, I have to go to jail." Prabhupada said, "Oh, Krishna was also born in jail." I said, "No, no, no, not like that." Then Prabhupada asked, "For what?" "For drugs peddling." "Oh, I was also selling drugs when I was Grasta earlier." So, no, no, not like that, Prabhupada. Not those kind of medicines. This is drugs, LSD and all that. I said, "Okay. So what should I do?" So, "Oh, no problem. Go inside jail, preach to all the jail keepers, all the prisoners. Have a nice time." Free time. Lot of free time. Like that. So Brahma was so friendly. Can you imagine if you come to know one of your followers has to go to jail? "Hey, don't tell her, remove my number from the directory, and don't tell that you are connected to me, okay? Because my prestige will be ruined." People don't want to be uh, connected to such kind of low class people. Yedana Yavana Putra Parijana Ithe ki ache parat itire. What is the assurance of all this? Kamala Dala Jala Jivana. Forget about all this. Your body itself is like a drop of water on lotus leaf. Anytime the wind blows, you're, you'll die. Now this roof can collapse because of earthquake like in Myanmar. Then we can all die. Like that. The preacher, the speaker, as well as the audience, all died. Only those who are online, they will see how everybody is in debris, under debris. प्रभु जी के अंतिम संस्कार करने की जरूरत ही नहीं. संसार से चल बसे, संस्कार से भी चल बसे वो. अंडरग्राउंड हो गए. Like that. कमल दन जन जीवन तलमल टलमल भजो हरिपद नीति रे. So just worship the lotus feet of Lord Hari. So not knowing that at the time of death, none of this can save us. Country, society, friendship, and love. This is not of any use. It's illusion which makes one think that yes, Dehapattakalatradishu Atmasainyeshu Asaswapi Tesham Brahmattanidanam Pashyanapi na Pashyati. In the second canto, almost in the beginning, first chapter also, Shukadeva Goswami, who appears in the 19th chapter, last chapter of first canto, he opens up, what an amazing opening batsman like that. And he destroys all the illusion. Dehapatya kalatra, deha, apatya, sons, kalatra, wife, adishu, dehapatya kalatra, atma sanyashu. One thinks these are my soldiers, they will protect me. No. Like my mother, when I would be sick in childhood, she would be certainly concerned about it. She would sit next to me in the night also, and she would put that salted, what do you call, strip of cloth, and keep changing. Concerned that my son has fever. But what could she do? As per Krishna's plan, for the days I was supposed to have fever, I had fever. We tried. She took me to doctor. Doctor gave injection, gave medicines. She would make sure that I eat medicines. But she was helpless. She could do. And similarly, I would see her sneezing and having cough and gas and so many problems. That's why I wanted to be a doctor, thinking that every time she has to keep going to doctor. If I only, her son only becomes doctor, anytime she has problem in the middle of the night also, I am right there to be saving her. But then eventually I understood. Neither myself as a doctor's son, nor the medicines that I administer, nothing can help her. As per her karma, whatever is supposed to happen is going to happen. Prabhupada says, as far as material body is concerned, nobody can do anything for anyone. My mother, one morning, my father was wondering why she is not coming out of toilets. So he opened the door of the toilet. She would keep the door open because of old age and all that. Anything happens, and sure enough, she was seen fallen unconscious in the toilet above the commode only. So then he got some people and took her out of the toilet and then took her to hospital. She was in coma only, and doctor took out the blood for blood test, etc. And when she was in that comatose condition, slightly once she moved her legs, slightly. That was observed, and that's it. 2 3 hours she was in coma, and she left body in coma only. So nobody could do anything. My father could do nothing. My brother could do nothing. My brother's wife, Bhabi, could do nothing. Their son, the grandson of my mother, could do nothing. I was here in Pune anyway. I was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When she was found in toilet and all that. So that certainly will help her like that. So nothing goes with us. One has to understand. Smaranityam anityata. Chanakya Pandit says. Always remember temporary nature of this world. It is anityata, but smaranityam. You should always remember what? That nothing will be there always. Everything will be gone. Here today, gone tomorrow. Janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha doshanu darshanam. One who is actually advancing must always consider the four principles of material life, namely birth, death, old age, and disease. One cannot be saved from all these miseries unless he takes shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. An intelligent person therefore does not put his faith in any material possessions, but completely takes shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Such a person is called Akinchana, or one who does not possess anything in this material world. The Supreme Person of Godhead is also known as Akinchana Gochara. Gochara means understandable. You can understand Krishna only when you are Akinchana. If you think this is my property, that is my property, I possess this, I possess that, then you will not understand. Nothing is under my possession. All the things under my possession may appear to be under my possession, but they are Krishna's only. Anytime Krishna may take them away, or I may be taken away from this thing. These things may remain here and I may be thrown out of this place. Or I may remain here, but these things will be snatched away. Anything is possible. For he can be achieved by a person who does not put his faith in material possessions. Therefore, for the fully surrendered soul who has no material possessions on which to depend, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the only shelter. How many of you want to be Akinchanas? Really? Give up job then. How many of you have job? You should have only job of Krishna, Guru and Vaishnavas. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, due to his magnanimous character, can give more than salvation. जय जय महाप्रभु श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य ताहार चरणाश्रित से बड़ धन्य. Let me offer glorification to the Supreme Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who one who has taken shelter of his lotus feet is the most glorified person. Prabhu means master. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the supreme master of all masters. Therefore, he is called Mahaprabhu. Third and fourth verses talk about five Panchatattva's. Purve Guruadi Chaya Tatve Kaila Namaskar Guru Tattva Kariyachi Ebe Panchera Vichar. In the beginning, I have discussed the truth about the spiritual master. Now I shall try to explain the Panchatattva. So that was first chapter. In this chapter, he is going to deal with Panchatattva. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan. In that verse, there are 6 transcendental subject matters, of which the truth regarding the spiritual master has already been described. Now the author will describe the other 5 tattvas, truths, namely Isha Tattva, the Supreme Lord, his expansion Tattva, his incarnation Tattva, his energy Tattva, and his devotee Tattva. So 6 tattvas in all, of which first spiritual master Guru Tattva is already described in the first chapter. Now in this 5 tattvas. Fourth, he says, Panchatattva avatirna Chaitanya rasange Panchatattva laya karen Sankitana range These five tattvas incarnate with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and thus the Lord executes his Sankirtan moment with great pleasure. So all five are with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhupada in the purport condemns other because Krishna Varnam Tisha Krishnam Sangopangas Yagyai Sankirtana Praya. He spreads Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, along with his associates. But there are many unscrupulous devotees who manufacture a Mahamantra of their own, and they have this Nitai Gaur Radhe Sham Hare Krishna Hare Ram Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna Hare Rama Shri Radhe Govinda. The rhyme is very nice, matching, but this is concoction. Where is it given? Which scripture does say about this particular Mahamantra, this mantra? Or is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or any other incarnation has given such kind of mantra? No. So that's why one should, if at all, apart from Hare Krishna mantra, which is other Mahamantra, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So this is perfect. This is given by Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So this is perfect. The method prescribed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pure devotees is to first chant the full Panchatattva mantra and then chant the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So now the fifth verse talks about how they are all one but different also. Panchatattva ekavastu nahi kichu bhed rasa aswadite tabu vividha vibhed. Spiritually, there are no differences between these five tattvas, for on the transcendental platform, everything is absolute. Yet there are also varieties in the spiritual world, and in order to test these spiritual varieties, one should distinguish between them. So, just like Guru is also non different from Krishna, for that matter, Vaishnava is also. It is said now Krishna has manifested in four ways Ganga, in the river form, he is in the form of Ganga. In the plant form, he is in Tulsi. In the book form, he is as Srimad Bhagavatam. And in human form, he is in the form of Vaishnavas. So, four ways, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur writes. One can access Krishna. And in fact, when Archa Vigraha, who is non different from Krishna, requires installation, Pran Pratishtha, etc. For these four things, you don't require Pran Pratishtha. From the beginning only, Tulsi sprout, just coming little above the ground, directly Tulsi. You can circumambulate that sprout, slight sprout coming out of earth and get full benefit of Tulsi Pradakshina and Lord's mercy, everything. Similarly, Ganga also. You can just get one drop and any Vaishnava, Shrimad Bhagavatam. No installation required, though His Grace Radheshyam does that installation, but it is not that kind of installation that is required. That is okay installation to get his association. So, but otherwise, Srimad Bhagavatam does not require installation. The moment it is printed in the printing press, wherever we have Bhiwandi or anywhere, so that any copy which is not even binding is not done. That jacket is not put, nothing. It is directly Srimad Bhagavatam. The text is there, that is enough. No hard cover is required, no jacket, no putting it in carton, plastic, sealing of the carton, nothing is required. It's perfect, non different from Krishna. Any question?
Lord Chaitanya, along with him, appeared in five forms. So means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu plus five, or including Mahaprabhu, it's five.
With Mahaprabhu 5. That Panchatattva, these are 5. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But apart from that, the first chapter talks about one day Gurun, Ishavataran, Ishabhaktan, all that. So there are 5 apart from spiritual master. So all 5 appear with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That will be discussed in this chapter.
And how to remember these five forms? Like we recite the verse Panchatattva Makam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam. Sometimes we get confused. Who is Bhakta Sarup? Who is Bhakta Avatar? Who is Bhakta Shakti?
No, Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam, Bhakta Roop is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bhakta Swarup, his own expansion, Swaroop, that is Nityananda Prabhu, Balram. Bhakta Roop, Bhakta Avatar is Advaita Acharya, who is incarnation, who is Mahavishnu. Bhaktavataram, Bhaktakhyam. Akhyam is said to be a devotee. So that is only little sequence change. That is Srivas Thakur. He is a devotee, Narad Muni,
Okay,
who has
Bhaktaksham.
appeared. Bhaktakhyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Bhakta Shakti, the energy of the Lord,
Gadadhar Pandit.
internal potency, Gadadhar Pandit, Radharani. So like that. So slight change is there over there, but otherwise
Yes.
not a confusion. Any other?
Chaitanya Charitamrita is only is like called Chaitanya Mangal or
नहीं. Chaitanya Mangal is written by Srila Lochan Das Thakur.
so then what are the pastimes in Chaitanya Mangal, Prabhuji?
Hmm?
It's like in Chaitanya
That
Bhagavat,
puppy
like,
pastime you might have heard. Nimai got puppy at home,
Yeah.
found at the Ganges. So that pastime is there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu falling sick when he was on the way to Gaya in order to correct his disciple. That is there in Chaitanya Mangal. Then some others are also there. There is philosophy also there. Some shlokas are there, philosophical shlokas. But these two I remember. Then Vibhishan meeting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. That Brahmin story, that is there. Like that. Huh? Okay, maybe that. Okay. If you nowadays Sarvasakshi Pro and others have translated also in Hindi other languages, so you can just go through the index and know which are past time.
and Prabhuji, it's like, is it all right if I will complete the Chaitanya Charitamrita? Then what should I read, Chaitanya Bhagavat or Chaitanya Mangal?
Anything you can read. Chaitanya Bhagavat is better because it's all story form. Chaitanya Mangal has a lot of philosophy also. What else? Any other in the chat box? Nothing? Then we'll end. ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय, श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।